What's up everybody? It's been a while since I've done like a viewer's question type thing. I actually have quite a few questions I still need to answer at some point. I'm sorry, I'll get to it, I promise. Today, I decided that, I should go back to that birthday post where I was like, hey, ask me anything. And because I have so many fans, I got 3 questions. I really don't have a big following, and I'm totally not mad at that. One day I will! One day. Anyway, most of them were from people I actually know. Like, my friends. And my brother. So it was more stuff like, when are we gonna make cookies together? When are we gonna hang out? There you go. But, my brother, who is also a contributor to Muddy Cult, he goes by the name of Blibmaster5. You should totally check out his content, because I'm very appreciative of him, like, always bringing out the good stuff and keeping the blog alive while I just exist. Anyway, he asked me a bunch of questions, so I will answer most of them, and one of them, if you couldn't tell by the title, I'm gonna be breaking it into parts, because content. Anyway, he asked, how does it feel to know that Blibmaster5 is finally a K-pop lover after years of convincing him? I feel guilty. Sorry. I'm kidding. No, I find it really interesting. If you have not checked out his, K-pop story, you should totally check it out. I'll put a card somewhere. I think it pops up over here. We'll find out! Yeah, I find it really interesting. I am trying to actually do a collab video with him and compare our journeys. Because hearing certain things, like we've had like a really long phone conversation, and hearing certain things that he's mentioned, it just makes me think about when I was like a wee little naive lover of K-pop, casual fan, that denied herself that she would ever be into K-pop because she was super hardcore into Visual K and J-Rock, and nothing can take that love away from her. And you know what? I still love J-Rock, I still love Visual K, I still think it's the most amazing thing in the world, and I will never abandon that. But I will admit that K-pop has taken over a lot of my time, and I feel terrible about it because I want to listen to more J-Rock, and I want to, like, tap back into that, like, community and, like, check out newer bands and catch up on, like, bands that I like, bands I want to get into more. But I have yet to find the time. But I am determined to, you know, make the time to get back into that. It was something I've been talking to Maja about last night, but I won't get into that. But, I find it great, and yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some collab videos, you know, poking around his love for K-pop now. His other question was also, are you still not going to watch Attack on Titan Season 2 and 3 because you're missing out? I don't remember saying that I was not going to watch Season 2 or 3. I'm very open to watching Season 2. I think I have it on my anime list account that I'm going to watch Season 2. Season 3, up in the air. I gotta see how I feel about Season 2, because if I hate Season 2, then most likely I'll, like, not go any further. I mean, I did it with Tokyo Ghoul. Like, Tokyo Ghoul anime, not that great. I did listen to the fans, and when they were, like, saying, oh, the manga's, like, so much better, you get to, like, get to know, like, Uta a little bit more, who's, like, a really interesting character, and just kind of reminded me of, like, young Miyavi mixed with, like, Kyo. Yeah. anyway, so I did read all of the Tokyo Ghoul series, and I enjoyed it a lot more than the anime. The anime was just lacking, and I want to read Tokyo Re. That's on my list, but I'm right now trying to hold back from that because I'm doing this whole, like, don't start any new series. You need to focus on the ones that are done being published and finish those. Which I failed. If you have not seen my Way of the House Husband video, I failed. I'm also currently reading my lesbian experience with loneliness. It's another new series I really shouldn't be starting. I have no self-control, if you can tell. No, so if you're wondering why he's asking this, I don't know if I did a review of Attack on Titan Season 1. If I did, I'll link it down in the description below. I probably did a short little quick anime review of it. I really don't remember. It's been so long ago since that series came out. But when Attack on Titan was all the hype and I could not get away from the damn theme song, the opener, the first opener, I was very annoyed by it. I was curious what all the hype was, and most of the time I did not give in to the hype. But there were 2 episodes where I'm just totally understand what the hype's about. But then after those 2 episodes, they weren't even together 2 episodes. It was an episode here and an episode there. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty interesting. And then I'm like, yeah, this is alright. But yeah, I do want to check out Season 2, see where things go, because I've heard really good things from my friends who like Attack on Titan, and they're not super insane about it. But I also heard the manga's better, but it's always like that. I mean, that's with people who watch book adaptations of movies. Oh, I can't believe you're watching Harry Potter the movie. You know the books are better. Why are you wasting your time watching Hunger Games when you can be reading the book, which is way better? You know what? I mean, it doesn't matter. Do what you enjoy, do what you have time for. Sometimes, I don't know, with these adaptation things, if I really, really like a series, or a movie even, and I'm curious how it compares to the source material, I will check it out. But not all the time. There are some anime series that I really like Monster. I love and enjoy. It's my second favorite anime series, and I read the whole series, even did a book club thing for it, for my anime club. Fantastic. And then there are other series where I'm just yeah, I really enjoyed watching it, but I don't think I will take the time to read it. I just don't feel like it. And then there are some series where I've read a lot of it, but I just have no interest in watching it. Naruto is kind of an example. Originally, when it first came out on, I think it was Adult Swim or Toonami, I did watch it, and I tried to keep up with it, and I lost track and missed some episodes or whatever, and I got into the manga when it got published here in America, and then I try to keep up with the manga, and only recently I finished the series, and I try to get back into the anime, and I'm just you know what, I'm not gonna waste my time. I really don't care. I read the whole series, I'm done. I don't even care about his son, so I'm not even gonna touch the Boruto manga or anime. I'm just done with Naruto. Naruto's great and all, but I'm more of a Bleach person. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yes, I will watch Attack on Titan Season 2. 3 is up for jury. I have to like Season 2. Oh yeah, I was mentioning Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, so I watched this first season of Tokyo Ghoul. It was okay. And then I tried to watch or Route A, or what I think it was Route A. I think that's what it's called. The second season of Tokyo Ghoul. I think I watched 2 episodes, and I hated it, and I dropped it. So there you go. I have not watched any other Tokyo Ghoul anime except for the very first one, but I am willing to go forward with the manga. Probably answer that, took way too much time to answer those questions. And the final grand finale question is, favorite artist bands nowadays. Separate by genre if need be. So that is what I'm going to do in this video. Not talk about anime manga adaptations. So I think even if he didn't suggest like separating it by genre, I would have done it anyway, because it's just too hard to be like, yeah, this is what I'm listening to right now, because it constantly changes. So I'm just going to break it down in a bunch of different videos, because content. Anyway, so I want to first talk about K-pop, because why not? That'll give me clicks, right? No, I'm kidding. As a fake K-pop fan, no, I'm just kidding. I think there's a term for people who have, are like a multi-fan. I think they call them K-poppies. I think that's stupid. Anyway, I'm a multi-fan, and I think everyone knows that I'm a multi-fan. I've always been a multi-fan. Sure, there are some fandoms that I actually claim, where I'm just like, yeah, I'm this, I am that. Sure, but I am not, anywhere, hardcore about it. I do have my moments, like most, veteran, mature fans of the genre, or just, any group. It doesn't have to be K-pop. After a while, you get out of your screamy, fangirly, fanboy phase, and you're just kind of you're good. You're neutral. I mean, you're on neutral. You get excited about stuff, but you're not, about it anymore. You're just kind of alright, this is great. And then occasionally you do have your moments where you do slip, and you're just I had one of those ones, like last night, as I'm filming this. I thought it would be the easiest to start with K-pop because, I mean, I know that's one thing he's, really interested in me, talking about, but I'm going to break it down into these different categories to make things easy as to what music I'm into currently. So, this first video is going to be about K-pop girl groups that I'm into, because I figured I'd start with the girls, because I feel like I need to defend myself, because I know I'm a boy band bias stan, and I can't help it. And he is a girl group, K-pop girl group stan, which is fine. We're both trying to meet in that middle of yeah, I do like this boy group, and I'm yeah, I do like these girls. I don't talk like that. He doesn't talk like that. Whatever. We're trying to bridge that gap. I mean, we do have some groups between us that we do like, but he's a little bit more crazier about the girl groups, and I'm a little bit more crazier about the boy groups when we talk about these groups, and hopefully it'll show in future collab. But I wanted to start with K-pop girl groups that I'm into. Then, of course, obviously I gotta talk about my K-pop boys. I don't know if I want to do one on soloists, because I'm gonna omit them in groups, because obviously they're groups. But of course there are some soloists that I'm into as well. And then I want to talk about J-Rock, because why not? I mean, I'm wearing a J-Rock Bolt t-shirt. I can't not talk about J-Rock. Come on. And then lastly, I want to cover just other music, non-Asian music. Maybe a sprinkle of I'll probably talk about some other musicians, artists, musical artists that I like that don't fit into either of those categories, whether they sing in Chinese, German, French, English, Russian, yeah, any of them that isn't, Korean or Japanese. So, there you go. But I might sprinkle some, Chinese a little bit in the boy groups, because I do like some, K-pop groups that just happen to sing in, Mandarin or whatever. Alright. Enough of that. This video is going to be very long, and I apologize. So, I'm going to take a small little break and thank my lovely patrons for supporting me here on this lovely platform called Muddy Cult Madhouse. If you want early access and other little perks that I do, you can support me at Patreon. Links in the description, and it's also at the end of the video, and I might put it here on the bottom of the screen. But you do not have to support me there. Just watching this video and, talking and giving me feedback and questions and stuff is more than enough. Alright, let's get to the question. So, let me give you a tiny little background about me and my relationship with K-pop. Just a small snippet. I have been into K-pop since about 2007, 2006, 2007. I got into it through Korean dramas when I watched them on TV, and I started off with good old Rain. Yum. I swore to myself that I would never get into K-pop, and yet I got into him. I got into Seven, I got into HOT, and then it just went downhill from there. But as my journey as being, a longtime fan of K-pop, unfortunately I've had to deal with many breakups, and most of them sadly are girl groups, which is really frustrating. You would think that with the whole law of men having to go into the military service, that K-pop girl groups would have a longer lifespan, because they don't have mandatory military service. They should last like a lot longer than they have, and there's this thing called the 7-year curse where they break up in 7 years, and there's very, very few girl groups that make it past that mark. So I want to do a short little memoriam of all the K-pop girl groups that I was super into over my, what has it been, 13, 14 years of being in the K-pop fandom. I want to pay tribute to them because they deserved better. And I'm tired of always saying that every time their names get mentioned, but it's true. 난 너무 변했어.
Yeah, this one's for Blady.
뭐 아니면 또 시작하면 난 다 걸어 똑하다고 해도 상관없어 I'm such a bad girl 난 성격부터 컬러까지 싹 다 확실해 안 될 것도 밀어붙여 그래 좀 더 거칠게 너와 나 이대로 더 same dance floor 느껴봐 그대로 더 same dance floor Get on the floor Get on the floor 똑같이 미친 듯이 소리쳐 Just dance 오늘 밤새도록 this flow moving now 사랑하게 될 거야 사랑하게 될 거야 도무지 너조차 이해 안 되게 좋아하게 될 거야 오로지 나뿐일 거야 이제 그냥 내게 오면 돼 You gotta love me love me love me You gotta love me love me love me You gotta love me
Yeah, you know what it is. Attention, attention. You ready?
뭐해 남자 얘기만 해 내가 어제 hit the playback 아닌 척해서 뭐해 솔직하게 말해 걔랑 어제 hit the playback 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 여자애들이 뭐해 남자 얘기만 해 내가 어제 hit the playback
Hey boy 어딜 보는 거야 내가 맘이 든다면 망설이지 마 오늘 밤 날 정말 원한다면 더 당당하게 내게 와 말을 걸어봐 어쩌라고 Show me show me show me show me 어쩌라고 Show me show me show me show me This is J-Dance Star
언제나 당당하게 난 아무것도 신경 쓰지 마 아무도 누구도 I don't care no more 사람들은 시선 따윈 잊어버리자 I don't know Come on let it sound
Babies, who are you?
I'm tiny지
Babies,
and you
we're rocking.
여거 봐 저거 봐 진짜 보고 봐 얼른 보고 봐 Let's serve it back again the beat down there's nothing we like let the beat drop
Let's go, don't miss out. Let's go, don't miss out. Don't miss out, don't miss out. 돈이 너무 비싸, don't miss out. 나가는 게다 don't miss out. 뭘 할래도 다 don't miss out. 너무 지라, 너무 비싸.